And Luka, it's great what you did in Dallas. But the difference is in Los Angeles, we expect championships and we expect our superstars to lead us to a championship. LeBron has already did that. Now we want Luka to do the same.
Magic Johnson has finally weighed in on the biggest discussion surrounding the Lakers, and whenever he shares his perspective on this franchise, it carries real weight. This isn't just another retired player offering an opinion, it's the man who defined the Showtime era, won championships in that uniform, and understands exactly what comes with representing Los Angeles. Looking at Luka Dončić, LeBron James, and all the GOAT conversations surrounding the team, Magic's message is pretty clear. The Lakers have to stop avoiding what's right in front of them. And that's exactly why his comments matter, because few people understand the gap between being a superstar and succeeding under the spotlight that comes with wearing a Lakers jersey. Nobody questions that Luka was already one of the NBA's biggest stars before arriving in Los Angeles. He already had the scoring, the playmaking, the poise, and the ability to run an entire offense through his hands. But Magic's point is that playing for the Lakers is a completely different challenge. In Dallas, Luka was simply the face of the franchise. In Los Angeles, every game comes with the history of Magic, Kareem, Shaq, Kobe, LeBron, Jerry West, Wilt, and Pau hanging over the organization, setting the standard he now has to live up to.
So we shouldn't have to tell you to be in shape. That should have been, you should have been about that, right? Especially you're a superstar. So this is going to be an important year for the Lakers, important off season for the Lakers. And we have got to get better and look at the championship. Molly, always look at...
That's why Magic's message carries so much weight. He's not questioning whether Luka Dončić has the ability to succeed. He's reminding him that talent alone isn't enough once you become the face of the Lakers. This organization doesn't measure success by strong regular seasons, celebrate second-round playoff exits, or treat coming close as the goal. If Luka is going to lead this franchise into its next era, then he also has to embrace everything that comes with it. In Los Angeles, every defeat becomes a major story. Every playoff disappointment sparks debates about your legacy, and every weakness on the roster eventually lands on the shoulders of the team's biggest star. At the same time, Magic's comments also point toward LeBron James and what comes next for the franchise. LeBron has earned every bit of respect he's received, along with the freedom to decide how much longer he wants to keep playing. But the Lakers aren't operating on an unlimited timeline anymore. Luka is already in the middle of his prime. Austin Reeves has become part of the team's long-term foundation, and the offseason isn't going to pause whether LeBron has made his decision or not.
LeBron wants to do, and we don't know what the Lakers want to do. Mark Walters, the new owner, has to make that call and that decision, and they got to make it soon because the draft is coming, free agency is coming. So, hey, LeBron, what do you want to do? Hey, Mark Walters, what do you want? And they got to make that before the draft.
This is where things become difficult for the Lakers. LeBron James is still playing at a high level, but the organization can't make every decision with only him in mind anymore. That isn't a slight against everything he's accomplished, it simply reflects where the franchise is today. If LeBron returns, the Lakers still need answers. Does he stay on a max contract or take less money? Will he continue as the primary leader, or is it officially Luka Dončić's team now? Is LeBron focused on winning another championship in Los Angeles, or does he envision ending his career somewhere else? Magic understands those questions have to be resolved sooner rather than later. That's also why Cleveland continues to be part of the conversation. Magic pointed out that a return to the Cavaliers wouldn't be a bad basketball fit for LeBron. It would carry plenty of emotion, but it could also make sense if Cleveland remains in position to contend in the Eastern Conference. For LeBron, it would represent another homecoming, while for the Lakers, it would clear the path to fully build the franchise around Luka. And if a move like that actually happened, it would reshape the NBA landscape almost immediately.
Or, the Cavs or Team X would take him for their mid-level exception or for the minimum, of course. But there's no team out there that's going to clear $35 million or $40 million out and say, LeBron, come to us. So who are the Lakers bidding against? At one point,
Brian Windhorst's perspective lines up with Magic Johnson's message almost perfectly. The Lakers need a clear direction. LeBron James needs a defined plan. Luka Dončić needs a roster capable of competing, and the front office has to decide whether its priority is extending LeBron's championship window or fully committing to Luka's prime. That's the balancing act they're facing. You can appreciate everything LeBron still brings while recognizing that Luka represents the franchise's future. You can also build around Luka without pretending LeBron is just another aging veteran. The real issue is trying to satisfy both timelines without making a firm decision. And that's where the GOAT debate naturally becomes part of the conversation, because whatever happens next for LeBron isn't just about the Lakers, it's about his legacy as well. Every remaining season, every playoff result, and every roster that falls short becomes another talking point in a debate that's been going on for 2 decades. LeBron recently made it clear where he stands, too. When asked about the GOAT discussion, he didn't hedge or offer a modest response. He confidently said he'd pick himself.
Talking about if everybody was you could draft everybody, who would you draft? And he went ahead and said that I would draft myself. This was in a timepiece, and he was talking about I would draft myself, and I feel like all the other great players would do the same thing as well. They would.
LeBron James taking himself in the GOAT debate really shouldn't surprise anyone. Players who reach that level almost have to believe they're the greatest to ever do it. Michael Jordan would have said the same about himself. Kobe Bryant would have had that same confidence, and Magic Johnson has always carried that kind of belief in his own accomplishments as well. That mindset is part of what separates all-time greats from everyone else. At the same time, Magic has never been shy about his own position when the conversation comes down to LeBron versus Michael Jordan. He has tremendous respect for everything LeBron has achieved, from his remarkable longevity to the numbers he's put up and the way he's remained dominant across multiple generations. Even with all of that, though, Magic has consistently said he still gives Jordan the advantage in the GOAT discussion.
Spun it against the glass and good. There's nobody alive that's been able to do just that. That boy is too bad, I'm telling you right now. But LeBron is a bad boy too. He's a bad boy.
That's exactly why people pay attention when Magic Johnson speaks on these topics. He's not coming at LeBron James as a critic, he's a Lakers icon discussing another player who has already cemented his place in the franchise's history. Magic fully recognizes that LeBron delivered a championship to Los Angeles, and he understands just how remarkable his longevity has been. At the same time, Magic was close enough to Michael Jordan's era to witness the dominance firsthand. He saw the intimidation, the flawless final success, and the way Jordan consistently took over on basketball's biggest stage. So when Magic says he still ranks Jordan ahead of LeBron, his opinion naturally carries more credibility than the usual outside noise. At the same time, Luka Dončić introduces an entirely new layer to the conversation. He's nowhere near the GOAT debate yet, but he's stepping into the unique pressure that comes with leading the Lakers, where reputations are either elevated or picked apart. If the organization builds the right roster around Luka, he could spend the coming years competing for championships in purple and gold. If they don't, the discussion quickly shifts to whether Los Angeles failed to maximize another generational talent. That's the point Magic is making without having to say it outright. The Lakers can't approach Luka like just another star. They need to build around him with real urgency.
From the Mavericks to the Lakers, I had a source tell me close to Dončić that they've been, wants to be a part of a championship team. Yesterday, ever since the trade, they always told us summer of 2026 will show you in the summer of 26. So here we are, so excited that the summer of 26.
That's the message Lakers fans shouldn't overlook. Luka Dončić isn't interested in waiting years to compete for a title. He wants to win right now. He's already carried the responsibility of leading an offense, made deep playoff runs, and understands the difference between a legitimate contender and a team that only looks good on paper. If the Lakers don't surround him with enough size, defense, reliable shooting, and a true center, then star power alone won't be enough. A lineup featuring LeBron James, Luka, and Austin Reeves sounds impressive, but the postseason always reveals whether a roster is truly complete. That's why Magic Johnson's comments feel so significant. He's speaking from the perspective of someone who knows exactly what this franchise has always represented. Magic remembers when the Lakers operated with one expectation: win championships, because anything less wasn't considered good enough. He's not asking Luka to keep waiting, he's not suggesting LeBron should leave the organization in limbo, and he's not jumping into the GOAT debate for headlines. He's simply reminding everyone of the standard the Lakers have always been expected to meet.
I think Austin Reeves has been fantastic, but I have a hard time evaluating his game apart from that team, like Luka Dončić, LeBron James, as a third with such tremendous creators. And so immediately as Wendy's talking, I'm like, well, Cade sort of has some of those same characteristics. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know that I would want Austin Reeves to be my second guy, though. I'm still trying to...
In the end, everything comes back to one question. Does this roster actually fit together? Can Luka Dončić and LeBron James run the offense side by side without taking away from each other's strengths? Can Austin Reeves continue developing while the team avoids becoming overloaded with guards? And do the Lakers have the defensive pieces to compete for a championship? Can LeBron make one more serious title run while Luka officially steps into the role as the franchise's future? More importantly, can the organization settle on a clear direction before the new season begins? That's why Magic Johnson chose to speak up, because this situation goes far beyond any one player. Luka represents what's next for the Lakers. LeBron represents one of the greatest careers the game has ever seen. And Michael Jordan remains the benchmark many basketball legends still use in the GOAT conversation. Meanwhile, the Lakers are trying to navigate all of those storylines at the same time. It isn't an easy position to be in, but expectations have never been easy in Los Angeles. Magic's message is straightforward. Luka has to embrace everything that comes with leading this franchise. LeBron has to determine how he wants the final stage of his career to unfold. And the Lakers can't keep acting as though they have endless time. Because if they mishandle Luka's prime while LeBron's closing years become uncertain, the debate won't stop at the GOAT conversation. People will also be asking whether the Lakers let down two generational talents during the same era.